Welcome back, everyone, to Mariners franchise. It's been a while. I've been freaking so busy. So we're back now. Finally, it's been so long. It's been like a week and a half, but we are back. It's been a decent off episode stretch for us as I've simmed to this point here. Now we got a busy episode. We're gonna have the draft. We're going to have the home run derby, which I don't think we'll be in. We're gonna have the All-Star game, and we're gonna get to the trade deadline, which is here. And I have an idea for a trade possibly, and I'll let you know right now as we get into it, just so if he gets traded, you'll know I was in the stakes for him. So we go here to standings, go to the NL West. You'll see the Rockies are still very, very bad. I know in real life they are historically terrible. Not quite that bad here, but still would be selling. The guy I'm looking at is a guy having a career year in a position of need for us. I know we're not seeing anything, but it's just because I've not put anything. It is their best player, Ezekiel Tovar. He is under contract for a long, long time. He's young, so that's why maybe they wouldn't trade him, but he's having a fantastic season. He's got a 888 OPS, playing just about elite defense, just about gold glove defense. He's already got a 5 WAR nearly. He will be an all-star. The question is, would the Rockies trade him? And in my opinion, they would, because there's literally nothing else. And it's not like, besides Condon, and he's not playing well either, it's not like they have a guy in the minors that's going to come in on the offensive side and cook. Here's Clayton Kershaw, by the way. This is sad to see. Like, Dollander is obviously an elite pitching prospect, but it's Coors Field, right? Hunter Goodman's been very good in real life, but he's not here in the game. And just look down here, you get lower and lower. You see guys like Jake Bird, obviously, is fantastic. In real life, not in here. But like, you're not looking at guys that can let you compete very soon. Like Zach Veen's fallen off a cliff as a prospect. Adele Amador is a solid prospect, but does he have any upside to be an elite player in the major leagues? I don't think he does. I know he got some firsts out of the way when he came up for a very short period in 24, but I just don't see the route that the Rockies can. I do love Justin Lawrence, by the way. He was in my franchise last year. I did, but like, I don't look at this team as a team that is competing anytime soon. I just think that they're going to waste the prime of Ezekiel Tovar. I think they're just going to continue to waste the prime of Tovar. And if we can make a trade, and the one I wrote up here was, I believe, it was Tovar for Farmelo, and who else was it? Where's the other guy we have as a prospect? Gustafson. And the other guy I had, I believe, wasn't Julio. Obviously not that Julio Rodriguez. I gotta make that clear every time. Um, was it Logan Evans? No. I don't remember what I had written up. It made a lot of sense. Of course, we're gonna get a shortstop, so we'd obviously give them a shortstop. Farmel is a very high rated prospect, but someone we don't really need with Julio in center for the foreseeable future. And the other guy, I can't remember who it was. I think it actually, no, I actually remember who it is. It was Michael Arroyo. And of course, Arroyo has versatility, can play every position in the infield except for first. Same with Gustafson. So this was what I thought in my mind for Ezekiel Tovar. I think it makes a lot of sense. And even for this team, Seth Halverson throws heat. He's not playing well. Reunion with Diego Castillo is not interesting to me at all. Victor Vodnik, I like in real life, but not really here, even in the majors. And he's struggling in the AAA. They don't really have any bullpen guys that I'd like. Jimmy Herget's a very fun player, but I thought about maybe adding in a bullpen arm, but they don't really have any that are playing well. Obviously, it's cores, but we know we're struggling with the bullpen. So we're gonna go ahead and get through this. I don't know. I kind of want to play a game here against the Dodgers, but obviously we don't have time to play a full game. So I was thinking maybe quick counts or maybe a like managed moments sort of situation that I've been able to kind of figure out to like jump in specific moments. So I think we'll do that. I think it'll be fun to do against Blake Snell here, who's from Seattle. As here's a spot here. Let's go ahead and get into this. Dodgers, of course, are just one of the best teams in baseball, if not the best team in baseball. I mean, look at everything they do. Elite. Everything is great. They're allowing maybe an average amount of home runs, but outside of that, they are literally top 6 in every stat that matters. So this team, of course, is unbelievable. But we have a chance to get an upset here in Game 1. And of course, we're not really an upset. We're up there in terms of record. 8 games ahead in the AL West. Not everything is guaranteed here in this division, though. As a bruised Dark Gratterall warming in the pen. Effortless 102. Swing missed that pitch by Tanner Scott.
1-1.
I have not played in a hot minute. Swings through 98. Probably could have been on that if I was a little bit earlier on it. And there's a nice pitch. Could have tried to send the guy to third there, but probably would have been out. 2 outs here for Tanner Scott. See if Cole Young can come through. And the reason that we really need someone is we DFA J.B. Crawford. He cleared waivers. He's a free agent. Cole Young has struggled mightily since arriving on the majors. Through 2 years hitting through 63 at bats. Not a big sample, obviously, but only has a 687 OPS, and he's not fielding well at all. So far this year, he's playing much better than last year. But a career negative WAR player, I believe it said. Let's go ahead and take a look one more time. Career 0.3 WAR player. That's all right. And we know he has potential, right? But we're looking to win a World Series this year, and does Cole Young help us more than can't remember his name, the Rocky shortstop. Can't remember his name right now for some reason. But not right now, he doesn't know. Fouls this off. The 0-2 count here to Tanner Scott, or by Tanner Scott, to Cole Young. Oh! I know it's a strike. I know it's a bad play, but I had a feeling that was going to work, and it really nearly did. And it would have been so cool. Oh, I forgot Kyle Tucker's on this team. All right. I'm just gonna manage this. Ground out. Ground out. That's good stuff right there, man. Here comes Bruised Dark Gratterall here in the 10th inning. And this ain't gonna go well. Of course, outlier. Gonna be throwing an effortless 100 miles per hour. Actually, the sinker at 95 there.
0-2.
Volume's a little bit high because I've been playing offline, so let me turn that down a little bit. Never mind. It's as low as it can go. It's not good. Here comes Julio. Not having a great year. A 796 OPS. You start to question what he really is. Is he the 840, 54 OPS guy? Is he at 822 or 2 years now under a set 800 OPS? So he's inconsistent, but we want to have the best version of Julio, and we've not been getting it this year. And we're still way ahead in the division. Fouls that off. A 1 count here to Julio by Gratterall. Man, I cannot stop swinging everything. This is why I need to stop taking weeks breaks off this game. Because it's very tough when you come back. That's up the middle. Oh, it's going to be tough. Bruzdar cannot make the play. It's an infield single for Julio. I don't think they'll read that as an error. It should be a base hit. Brings up Cal Raleigh, who's having a really good year, his best year of his career in terms of his OPS at 861. Nowhere near the level he's at in real life. But actually, his home runs, similar, but not really. Yeah, is that off? Oh, 1 count here by Gratterall to Raleigh. Oh, he's just well under it. Pops up behind catcher. Will Smith makes the play. Could have been a fun tag spot there, but we're not going to do it. Not going to attempt it there. And now it's Luke Raley, who is still playing really well. Not nearly as good as he started, though. Feels like the Dodgers have the advantage here in this game now.
That's a ball. 1-0.
1-0 here to
2-0.
Luke Raley. That is inside. 2-0 in the favor of the count now. Fouls off. Could have been read as a ball there, possibly, but I understand the take in that spot. That's fouled off. And by the take, I mean the swing. I don't know why I said the take. It was not a take. He's only thrown sinkers in this AB, though. Good take there on another sinker.
Full count.
Harry Ford on deck here, who is hitting very well so far this season. 3-2 to Raley. Squibs it to the right side. Smudged by Muncy. Good play. And it is an out. Brusdar gets out of the spot. And up come the Dodgers. Only have allowed 5 hits today. Has Mariners pitching. I think Mooney should stay in here. Strikeout. Will Smith. Double. Pitching change here. It's a righty and it's a lefty and lefty, so righty comes in here. We'll put in Sewald.
3.
Strikeout. Ground out. So we continue in this game. You're in the top of the 11th inning. Fouled off. And depending on how long this game goes, maybe this is the spotlight episode or video game of the episode, rather than a semi-managed game that I was considering. Up the middle, Harry Ford gets one through for a leadoff base hit off Gratterall. Looks towards the dugout, celebrates. He's been very, very, very good this season as the backup catcher. Only 65 ABs, but hitting nearly 300. You love to see it. Here comes Ryan O'Hearn. He's having a career season in real life. And he pokes one to left. A little late on it. That's a hanging slider. He needs to do something with that, but he puts it to left. Hangs up a little bit too long. It brings up Brian Bliss. Getting 225, but really good defense. Going through 97. He's not thrown a single one of his four-seamers here. This is hit to right center. Takes him back a little bit, but not far. Catch made in right. Brings up 8-hole hitter Brian Hayes. We saw him in the 9th inning, unable to capitalize with 2 on and 1 out. I tried to push that into right field. Just late on it, though. And it's a 0-1 count for Gratterall at 20 pitches. Stamina's still in a good spot for him, though. High heat. Goes to the fastball for, I believe, the first time. Actually, this first pitch of that, two fastballs so far. Straight four-seam. Way outside. 1-2 here by Gratterall. Inside. Fists it off to right to first base. Freeman makes the play. It's another good inning for Gratterall. Allows one more hit, but still leaves him stranded. We go to the bottom of the 11th. And we'll see what we can do here in pitching against Ha-Sung Kim. Not Ha-Sung Kim. Somebody else that I've considered trading for, by the way, is Ha-Sung Kim, having a career year with the Rays. And that might be someone who makes a lot more sense just in terms of the Rays would be willing to give him up. Because, of course, they're still not gotten the best out of... the Rockies still haven't got the best out of... I still can't think of his name. Tovar. He's still
1-2.
not even in his prime. He's having a great season. So I don't know if they trade him, but I know the Rays would trade Ha-Seong Kim. But it was easier in the trade like market trying to trade for him. It actually was easier to make a deal for Tovar than it was to make for Ha-Seong Kim. I don't know why though. Pops it up to left. O'Hearn will be there. But we're gonna make a trade. I think we have to. I don't think the team is quite at World Series level yet. And they were 8 games over, eight games over here in the AL West. But I still think we're a little bit behind this Dodgers team. I think we're a little bit behind the Yankees, who added Vladimir Guerrero. Are we in that like B tier of teams? Like this is like an A tier team or S tier team, I guess. Are we that A tier below the S tier? Like I think we are, but I want to be in the S tier. One, two count here. To Ohtani.
Ball.
Sewald is somebody who's faced Ohtani a lot in his career as a Mariner. 2-2 outside as Kyle Tucker comes up. So, really a lose-lose situation. You put Ohtani on, but Tucker comes up with a chance to win it with one on, and either way, Tucker comes up with a chance to win it, period. And that's a dreadful idea that he hits one out. This is fouled off. Good at bat from Ohtani. Would expect nothing less from a 1,000-time MVP like Shohei. Of course, I am exaggerating, but you'd think it would be like 1 or 2. It's like 4 or 5 at this point for Ohtani. He is a 4-time MVP. He might be on the way to another one. Not as good this season. But stats across the board are pretty much down in the show this year. This is popped up, though. Sewald gets him out. Pops it up foul territory to Brian Hayes, and it brings up Kyle Tucker, who is raking 299 average, 15 homers. Is that OPS in 1000s? No, it's actually worse than last year by a decent amount. We saw Tucker a lot as an Astro, obviously, and then last year we saw him with the Cubs. But Sewald makes easy work of the lineup here in the 11th. 1, 2, 3, we go to the 12th. Back and forth these two teams go. Evan Phillips, somebody I feel a little bit more comfortable with, but still a tough guy. Obviously, that sweeper for Evan Phillips has been ridiculous in his career, especially as a Dodger. As a Ray, it was good, but as a Dodger, it's been very good. And there it is right there. Looks like it's outside. Looks like it's a fastball. It kind of just darts inside. Inner lower corner of the zone. 0-2 to Cole Young. Struck out in a bunt attempt last time up. It's got off again. Oh, 2 count here by Phillips. Inside for the first ball of the at-bat. It had been 4 foul balls since, or 4 strikes since then. And that's high. And that's inside. So it's gone down from 4 strikes in a row to now 3 balls straight. Full count. Walk to Young would be disastrous here to the 9-hitter. But it happens. Cole Young draws a real nice walk to start the inning. And Evan Phillips cannot believe it. And now you got to think about getting Luke Weaver warming in this spot. That's a good sweeper actually there. Vesia in the pin now. It's inside for a strike. 0-2 again, but he had Cole Young 0-2 and was not able to finish the job. Can Robles fight back the same way Young did? Not quite. Might be able to beat this out for a fielder's choice. He's not. It's a double play. Phillips gets a massive double play to really eliminate the threat. I don't think Julio has any chance of going yard in this spot.
Wood. It's 0-1.
0-1 here. Swings through. He's at 0-2 on every single batter so far in this inning. Swing and a miss. Evan Phillips, 1-2-3, was a little bit difficult, but he shuts him down. And Mookie Betts is up. Sewald, I guess, will stay in. I didn't have two guys warming up. In this spot, I'd like Spire.
That's a ball.
Low for a ball. 1-0. This might be the spot where the Dodgers get a big hit with Sewald getting a little bit more tired, but he pops up Betts. You gotta talk about it, man. He's gotten Shohei, Tucker, and Betts in order. Unbelievable is correct. Brings up Max Muncy. Clutch as anyone, Max Muncy. Remember that 17-inning walk-off he had. I think it was 17 innings in game 3 of the World Series in 18. His biggest hit of his career. Swings through a sweeper there.
0-2.
0-2. Round ball. Bliss. Tough play. Flips it on the first and makes the play look easy. Brings up Teoscar Hernandez, former Mariner. The platoon advantage for Sewald.
No, that missed.
Just off the plate. 1-0. Sewald getting a little bit tired now.
Ball, that's high.
Just over 30 pitches in the relief appearance. Hits it to right. Robles there, makes the play. Another 1-2-3 inning as these teams go back and forth. The bullpens are looking good. Who is going to break it open? Will it be Cal? 0 for 5. Phillips has been filling the zone early in counts, and Cal knew it. He cranks one out here. Cal Raleigh silences LA. I have no idea what they're saying. It sounds like they're saying broken bat, but definitely not. Cal Raleigh comes through his 19th homer of the year to give the Mariners a late lead. You know, you come into that at bat if you're Cal Raleigh, and you know that he's going to throw a strike first pitch. It's been what he's doing the entire time. Cal was on time on the fastball and able to hit it off. This is fouled off for Raleigh. And Raleigh and Raleigh go back to back. Good slider there by Vesia. Such a funky guy. He's a very short pitcher. No, he's not, actually. I lied. Whoa, what a season he had in 67 games in 24. A 1.76. His postseason, though, was, I believe, worse. I think he gave up like 5 runs in a postseason game. Something like that. Way inside. But he won a World Series, so I don't think the Dodgers really care very much. Swing and a miss. That's filthy. He strikes out Raleigh for the first out. Brings up Harry Ford, hitting now 300 with an 804 OPS. Is he DHing today? I guess Cal is DHing today. Surely. I haven't really looked behind the plate. That's just in the reach of Muncy. Hit it pretty good, but not hard enough to get through that hole between short and third. Brings up O'Hearn. Vesey has come in and cleaned up Phillips' mess after giving up the 1 run. That is hard hit and foul. And Cal was on that. Cal knew coming into that at bat, he had thrown strike 1 to everyone, and it was usually on that fastball, so Cal was able to get a hold of one. This is what he's done his whole career. Give the Mariners late leads. Everywhere, no matter where it is, he'll do it. Strike 3 called. And now Luke Weaver is going to have to come in and protect a 1-run lead, luckily, against the bottom of the Dodger order. Not like that's easy, because the Dodgers are, of course, good everywhere. It's Will Smith batting 8th, which is hilarious. But Luke Weaver's been very good this season. He's blown a good amount of saves, but he's got 22. The bullpen continues to be a big issue this year for the Mariners. Luke Weaver looking to get out Will Smith for a 11th time in his career. He's 1 for 11 against Weaver. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Or 1-2, sorry. Ryan Bliss, 3rd in AL stolen bases, which is very impressive seeing as I don't steal. That's a really good changeup, but a really good take by Will Smith. 2-2 count now. Might be a long episode. Pack your bags, folks. Strike 3 call. He K's Will Smith and makes it look pretty good. Look at that. Really good spin. That gyro spin almost on that 4-seam fastball. He has it on the his changeup he throws. Man, that was a brilliant cutter too. Seemingly everything is working very well tonight for Luke Weaver. For ball low, but I did like the spot. No swing for James Outman. 1 for 4 today. Fouls it off. 1-2 count once again. This time to Outman. Ooh, good pitch. Good eye though so far in this at bat. He's not taking any strikes below or outside. Until now. That's a great curveball from Luke Weaver. Able to get that strikeout. And now it's up to Freddie Freeman. This lineup is stupid good, dude. Freeman, Kim, Ohtani, Tucker, Betts. When Mookie Betts is batting 5th in your lineup, and Teoscar Hernandez is batting 8th or 7th, and Will Smith is batting 8th, you have an unbelievable lineup. But we've held him just 6 hits tonight. But Freddie Freeman, as clutch as they come, you saw it in the World Series last year. Not this year, obviously, in game. 2 years ago in game. Last year in real life.
1-1.
1-1. Able to take that. Another good take. 2-1 here to Freeman. Every pitch is worrying to Freddie Freeman. This is hit outside, but Cole Young makes the play, and the Mariners win a thriller in LA. And now that makes me think we're definitely going to do a little bit of the manual managing sim situation that we've done a few times in this series. Victor Robles wins MVP with a 1-6 game. He actually got a big home run in the 8th inning to give the Mariners the tie. They were down 2-0 in the 8th. I don't know who gave it up. I guess I'll check. Giving that up was Glasnow pitching into the 8th inning. But a good start for Brian Wu. He also goes only just 6. I thought it said 8. He goes 6, lands 4 hits, only 2 runs. He continues to be absolutely excellent. But the Mariners able to just sneak away a Game 1 victory, 3-2 in 13 innings. Cal Raleigh comes through with a home run. 2 guys go 1 for 6, but both their hits are home runs, and gives the Mariners the win. So I still think this is a fun game to play. We won't play this one, and then we'll obviously get to I think the draft is after that, and then the Derby. I don't think we're in it. If we are, we'll play it. Then the All-Star game. We won't do the Futures game because that's just going to take way too long. And we already did the. If you're interested in that, go watch the Tacoma Rangers movie that I posted. It's an hour and a half of Tacoma Rangers stuff. It seems like that had a lot of views, so we might do that again next season. And then down here, I believe 31st is the deadline, and we'll look around, see what we need to do. First things first, and I keep forgetting to do this, and I need to do it. Is it here? I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I think it's actually under most specific. It's not. So I've gotten no injuries so far this season, and I don't think I had many injuries last year at all. So it could be under sliders, but I'm like getting no injuries. I don't know if that's a glitch. Gameplay injury frequency, simulator injury frequency. I have it up. We've been getting very lucky with no injuries. So I guess now that I know it's on, I'm happy that we've been lucky. Is there anyone injured in baseball at all? Oh, it's us. Okay, well, that's us. So for one, let's go here. Is anyone hurt at all in baseball? Not looking like it. No good players, at least. I guess I could take a look at injured list for every team. And there is no injuries for any team. So I'll take a look at that if I can remember correctly. It says it's on 50% slider. I'm not going to move it up. But I'll take a look off episode and see if I can figure that out. That's been something I've been thinking about. Anyway, get into this. Let's play this in sort of a weird, interesting way that I don't know how many people play the game like this, but I think it's be fun. So there's a July 4th. Nice. Pretty sick. July 4th, play full game. We obviously won't play the full game. That's a lie. But we will wear these hats. And they just released today, actually, the July 4th hats for this year. They look absolutely awesome. I collect hats. And I have a Yankees July 4th hat. I'm not a Yankees fan, obviously. Y'all know I'm a Mariners fan. But I have a Yankees a hat from July 4th in 2021. And those are friggin' awesome July 4th hats. These aren't nearly as cool, but I do like them. I got the Mets version this year. So it sort of makes it both New York teams I have as a USA hat, which is pretty cool. Anyway, way off topic. I guess kind of on topic as it's July 4th, and Mariners get the series win here in LA as the Dodgers look to. Actually, we are better than the Dodgers in terms of wins. In terms of losses, too. We're just straight up better than the Dodgers. So, that's very fun. Let's get in here. Let's play some ball. Against Blake Snell, we will start off the inning. I think I'll probably play maybe the first inning total, and then we'll see what happens after that. Oh boy, that's a high slider. I need to be on that. Holds first wild card seed. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to check who the number 1 seed in the NL is. I guess it's the Padres. Well, it's obviously not the Rockies, who we saw there last. Muncie busy at third base today in this episode. Throws on to first. Gets out Robles, brings up Julio. Blake Snell from Seattle, by the way. I believe his top 5 players consist of Randy Johnson, Ichiro Suzuki, and Ken Griffey Jr. That's pretty base, dude. Top 5. He doesn't not mean like favorites. I mean he'd have a list of like who's the best players ever. He named those 4 guys, those 3 guys, which is pretty sick. 1-1. Early on that. Actually, a really bad pitch. If I'm on that, it might be gone, but I'm not, obviously not. Up the middle, Mookie's very good there. Flips on to first, he's safe. Mega speed by Julio there. Just slow enough of a roller at 74 to be able to get on first. It brings up Cal Raleigh, the hero yesterday. Swings through 95, switches arm slots. Sort of a pitch out spot there. They usually do that when they're trying to pitch out. I need to let that go. 0-2. He sends one up the middle. He flips on to first. It's a fielder's choice. That was at 62. So we've got 70, 76, 50, 62. See if we got like a 48 exit velo here. Really nice flip by Mookie. He might have been able to take that himself and been less risky, but whatever. Lamont Wade now says he's been hot as of late. His average is way up. It was like really bad early on in the season. 0-1 here. He just hits it to short. Mookie's had a busy inning. Throws on to first or second and gets the out. The force out at second. Ends the inning. Mariners get the one hit. It's Freeman, Kim, and Ohtani against Castillo. And for one, these are freaking awesome uniforms. I might take a screenshot of this just in case this is the thumbnail. I do want the thumbnail to be the All-Star game though. Last year, I'll tell a story. Last year, I went to a July 4th game in real life. It was the Rangers and Padres. It was fun. But anyway, last season I meant to do the entire. Let's see, what's cool here. I'll figure it out. I meant to do the entire All-Star game last year, All-Star game and a draft and everything, but I lost the footage, so it kind of I wasn't able to post it. So I want to make up for that this year and do an All-Star game, do the draft, do the deadline, all of that I lost last year. So I didn't make any moves last year at the deadline, though. We definitely will make at least one move, whether that's in the bullpen or what, I don't know. But this is hit pretty well to left field, but not good enough. Kike Hernandez underneath it in LA. He gets a fan favorite here, of course. Everyone loves Kike Hernandez in LA. Brings up Hai-Sung Kim. Rookie of the Year last season, it says. Anyway, yeah. Missed the draft last year. Missed the draft that we had. Gustafson, and we had my guy Dirk Diggs. And missed the All-Star game. Luckily, last year, the only All-Star we had was Logan. I think we'll have a few this year. I would be very surprised if we didn't have 2 pitchers. I know the game is really bad with selecting All-Stars, like I'm aware. But I know we should have at least 2 pitchers. Like, surely. Low. 3-1 to Hai-Sung Kim with Ohtani on deck. He flicks one out. Hernandez chasing it down, makes the play. Sad crowd. Here comes Shohei Ohtani. One of the best players ever. Straight up. And I still don't believe he pitches yet in the show this year for us. In this franchise. I know he's been throwing BP recently. He's sort of getting back in the swing of things in terms of throwing. I don't think the big conversation has been, should the Dodgers even pitch him? And I know how bad their pitching is this year, but I really don't think they have to. Keep the guy focused on hitting. He's the second best hitter in the world, maybe third, depending on how you view Cal Raleigh. Which is so fun to say, dude. What a freaking sentence to say that Cal Raleigh might be a better hitter than Shohei Ohtani. That's freaking awesome to be able to say. This is hit center field. Julio barely has to move much. He makes the play. 1, 2, 3 inning for Luis Castillo as we begin to sim here in the game. So we get to a spot where I think we should jump in. Strikeout, ground out, single by Kike, fly out. Castillo gets a ground out, a walk, a fly out. Teoscar Hernandez flies out. Cole Young gets a single. Leadoff single feels like a spot maybe we jump in here. Leadoff single by Cole Young. So maybe starting to heat up a little bit. This is hit pretty solid to center, going back to near the track, making the grab. Is Outman. And it brings up Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 1 on a very, very, very slow roller up the middle. This is hit pretty good, but it's caught in right. I thought it might get up a little bit more, maybe get over the right head, or the head of the right fielder, but not quite. Brings up Cal Raleigh. Big home run in game 1, obviously. We mentioned it at abundance. At this point, up the middle, good play by Snell. Throws on to first. He allows the leadoff single, gets out the top of the order in order. 1, 2, 3. Here's some news. Diamondbacks increase NL West lead to 4 games. So that answers my question. Now my question is, outside of maybe a Corbin Carroll MVP season and Cy Young, Corbin Burns, why are they so great? I'm very, because they don't have Gino anymore. Gino's a Pirate. It's also been somebody I've looked at maybe trading for. Spoiler. Castillo, solo home run to Will Smith. A double, a fly out, a pop out. This is a big spot here with Ohtani. with the runner at second. Swings through 97.
No ball. 1 strike.
4-time MVP is such a crazy thing to see. There's just so many MVPs. And that's like one more than he has in real life, but he'll have a 4th in real life later this season. Obviously. No one even close to him. James Wood, obviously, is fantastic. But I really can't think of anyone else who's even Corbin Carroll is really good. Strike 3. But besides that, I don't really think there's anyone close to Ohtani. And I don't think those guys are really relatively close to Ohtani. Still a home run for Will Smith. 2 hits for the Dodgers, 1 run. Here are the respective divisions. 57 and 32, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Very, very good. And of course, we don't really have any threat behind us. 8.5 games above a solid Rangers team. So, pretty good. We'll play a little bit this inning here. I said a little bit. That'll be the last at-bat of the inning. I had a vibe check there. I thought we were going to hit a home run right there, but I lied. Pops up. Pops up. Castillo versus Tucker, Betts, and Muncy. 1, 2, 3. Snell against Hernandez, Bliss, and Young. 1, 2, 3. Castillo versus Hernandez. Smith gets a single. Outman, fielder's choice. Freeman, stolen base. 2 strikes on Freeman here. With a runner in scoring position here in the 5th.
That's a ball.
Been just a fantastic performance for Luis Castillo today against this unbelievable otherworldly lineup. Strike 3 called. I wish his fist pump was in the game. I just did it in real life, so. The Dodgers just 3 hits, 1 run. The Mariners 3 hits, no runs. Top of the order. Let's go ahead and play this inning as well. Feels like he's throwing a lot in the zone, but we're not able to get to it. Late on that, fouls it off. Or not fouls it off, sorry. Push it to first base. Freeman makes the play. Brings up now Julio. Need a big hit, Julio. That is absolutely incredible, that pitch. Holy cow. 0-1. I thought that might be the same pitch, but falling for a strike. It did not. 0-2 to Julio. I mean, well, that's just maybe the most filthy at-bat I've ever seen in the show, because he just played with my mind. The first pitch was a sweeper that looked like a ball, was a strike. Second pitch was a fastball that looked like it'd be a sweeper in for the strike. It actually stayed up as a fastball. And then that pitch looked like it was up as a fastball, came back down as a sinker, and it buckled me. Because I was probably going to be able to swing at that, but I've been way late on it. It wouldn't have mattered. So, hats off to Blake Snell there. There's a reason he's a 2-time Cy Young winner. Cal hits one well, but right to second base. Another really good inning for Blake Snell. Can Castillo capitalize here on a quality start against the best lineup in baseball? He goes 1, 2, 3. Can the Mariners get something going here? No runs. Swings through 96. I feel like I was a little bit more on that than I have been today. That's slurve, dude. That has some filthiness to it. I'll say that much. It's a filthy pitch for Blake Snell. And that is in the dirt. Every pitch is playing off itself perfectly for Blake Snell. And there's some times that I've been able to be like, man, I should not be swinging at that. But I don't have any problem whiffing on Blake Snell. Everyone knows how filthy he is when he's on. Game 6 of the World Series in 2020. Sorry, Rays fans. 0-2. Actually gets these Dodgers, which is interesting. Strike 3 on Dylan Moore. Brings up Ryan Hayes. On the middle base hit. That must break like a 8-inning drought without a hit. Feels like. 2 outs, though. Can they do something with it? With Ryan Hayes getting a base hit, his second of the game, I believe. Brings up Kike Hernandez. In LA would be ultimate aura if he would hit a home run here. It's ultimate aura! Oh my goodness! Oh, it's Kike off the wall. We are sending Cabral. Never mind, I lied. holding him down at third base. A double from Kike Hernandez. 2 out hits. Brings up Ryan Bliss with the platoon advantage.
Ball.
Good take.
1-0.
Massive spot here. Fouls it off. One to Bliss. Can he squirt a single through? He gets a hit by pitch.
Take your base.
Okay, well, that works as well, I guess. Brings up Cole Young. He has a platoon disadvantage. We don't have any backup shortstops. Like, I'd love to bat Harry Ford here, but then who would we play at short? We'd play Dylan Moore at short, and we'd switch Harry Ford to DH. I guess I'm fine with that. That's the move we'll make. Harry Ford hitting .295. Looking for maybe the biggest hit of them all. Snell still in the game here. Low pitch count for him. Not actually my fault as it normally is, because most of this game's been simmed. 0-1 on that fastball. Should not have swung at that. Would have been an early advantage in the count. I really thought that Hernandez hit was going out of here. This is hit well. Diving stop. Flick to second. What a play to save 2 runs and the lead for the Dodgers by Mookie Betts. A guy who can just play anywhere, I feel like. Mookie Betts. Okay, now we move Harry Ford to DH. Ah, crap, the pitcher must bat. We've made a mistake, and by we, I mean me. I'd rather have Harry Ford hidden in the outfield, though. I will say. So, we can do some switching around here. Kike can play short. And then we'll just have to sub Harry Ford for Luke Raley, I guess. Hold on. Gotta figure it out. Harry Ford. Nope. That's. There we go. For Luke Raley. So now Luke Raley in left feels better for us now. 0-0 count here as Castillo still remains in the game. Fouls it off. Big inning here for Castillo. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking.
No balls. 2 strikes.
By my dogs, I mean just one of my dogs. The rest of them are being quiet. 0-2
1
to
ball,
Betts. That's
2
outside. And there's another slider outside for a ball. 2-2 count. Fouls it off. Good pitch, though. About where I wanted it at. 2-2 again. That time he gets in. Castillo gets Metz to wave. It's his 5th strikeout. He continues to cruise through this game. The 1 home run, the blemish. You just look at the performances so far in this series for Seattle. They've been brilliant in this series against the Dodgers in terms of the pitching. I mean, throwing, 20 innings against the Dodgers and allowing 3 runs? Can't get much better than that. Strike 2 on there.
0-2. Nope, that's high.
Ooh, just above the zone. It definitely was a ball. So I'm not too worried about it, but it was a good pitch. And a great take. 1-2 ground ball at the middle. Hernandez, who was just off of a home run in the last inning.
He's out.
Throws on to first. And makes the play. I don't regret not sending Brian Hayes there. I don't. Because he would have been way out. I wish Brian was a little bit faster, but he's not. Hernandez ends the inning. Another 1-2-3 for Luis Castillo. He's just been excellent today. All I can say about him. In line to get Felixed, though, and if you're new to the term Felixed, it means throwing a fantastic quality start, 1 run, 2 runs, 10 strikeouts, something like that, and then getting nothing to show for it. That's fouled off. Hit streak of 10 games on the line for Robles. Oh, man. That's so tight. Feels like just a little bit off of hitting that out. If I had a PCI, I definitely would have hit that out, but I like the player ratings to matter. Because what does it mean if I hit 5 home runs in the game, but my player's a 60 overall? It means I'm good at the game. I want the game to show for itself, the players to show for itself, the team building to show for itself. Also, I wouldn't hit 6 home runs in a game with a 60 overall, but I'd probably do 1 or 2. 0-2 by Snell here to Rodriguez. 1 for 3 today.
That's a
Way
ball.
inside. That's fouled off. I like the pitch to hit, just late on it. I feel like I'm going to sell up for fastball here, and if it looks bad, it's going to look bad. It looked bad, but I mean, I said I was going to, so. Strike 3 on the circle changeup. That's how it happens. Brings up Cal Raleigh. Can he do it again? Late on the fastball, high above the zone. Cal Raleigh hits him there, though. So it's not like that's a bad pitch for Cal to swing at, just late on it, though. 0-1 fouled off. 9 balls thrown for Blake Snell. And like I said, not all of this is my fault. Most of this is off screen. Fouled off again. Oh-2 to Raleigh. Way inside. 1-2. Of course, almost certainly Snell stays in this game for the 9th. Well in the play to get a Maddox here. 9 innings, no runs, under 100 pitches. This is grounded. Mookie throws on to first. Perfect play. Another 1-2-3 inning at the top of the order for Blake Snell. Ken Castillo respond in kind against Will Smith here. Loved the home run earlier. Fly out, Outman, single, Freeman out. Runner at second. I'd love to get out of this for Castillo to go complete game here. Of course, in a loss, but against the Dodgers is impressive either way. They are going to send the runner home. Actually, Wild. He's safe. Man. Terrible throw. I mean, I'm just really bad at that new mechanic in the game. It's very different than it was last season. Or last year. In MLB The Show, it's way harder. So much harder, which is good. But it's also impossible, which is not good. Like, I'd like to make a few of those plays every now and then. But I make a fat 0 of them. And Castillo's losing it now. Which is bad to see. He can rarely make this play, though. Good speed and left. He does make the play. It's still a fantastic start for not George Kirby, for Luis Castillo, but it will not be enough. And Gratterall comes on. Why not play the 9th inning? We won one game already, so why not come from behind again? Fouls it off.
No ball. 1 strike.
0-1. This is fisted in the right. A lot of range out there. Play made by Tucker. Dylan Moore now against a side of the batter box that I would not like to see him, or a pitcher's mound that I would not like to see him bat against. Will be O'Hearn here. Fouls it off. 0-1. Pops it up. Good swing, good timing. Not a great pitch to swing at, though. Brings up Brian Hayes, 1 for 3. Last hope for the Mariners. As the Dodgers look to even this series at 1 apiece. Possible World Series matchup here. Very possible. I'd love to see it personally. If these first 2 games were anything to go by, it'd be a great series. The Dodgers even this series up at 1 apiece. They take a 2-0 win. Luis Castillo pitches a gem, but gets the loss. No run support today for the Mariners in the slightest. But bullpen is saved a little bit. Wasn't really needed to be saved, I don't think. We were pretty good in shape, but it's whatever. Great start from Blake Snell. Just fantastic. Would have kept him in for the 9th inning if I was the Dodgers, just to be really cool, but whatever. We do win game 1. Game 3 here, we won't play it. And it's a win. So we win the series here. We kind of light up Roki Sasaki a little bit. He allows 4 runs. Home runs by Cal Raleigh and Luke Raley. Bryce Miller goes 5 innings. Just below a quality start. Walks a little bit too many batters for my liking. And Spire goes 2 1/3 innings. Man, that dude's been very, very good as of late. Brash looked good. I do think Brash is going to turn it around. I just think he has it. I just don't think he can. He's too good to not turn it around. Dario Moreta, by the way, is 25 saves in the minor leagues, which is freaking nuts. And here comes the series against the Astros. And my goodness, this is a spot right here. I wasn't going to play any of these games, but pretty necessary to win these games because any slight loss, like a 3-1 series loss to the Astros, puts them right back in to possibly get the series win and get back in the game for the division title. Sorry, I've lost all wording. Mickey Moniak, Mariner killer, by the way. I would not be surprised if this was a home run. We also know we've done research into this. It's much harder to pitch in a jump-in game than it is to pitch in a normal game. I don't know why that's the case, but it just is. I guess it's programmed that way. It's like it goes up 1 difficulty. Although I'm at basically the max difficulty anyway, so wouldn't be a big difference. 1-2 to Mickey Moniak here. I love a curveball here. There it is, fouled off. Caught too much plate there. There it is again. I actually liked it, but still caught a little bit too much plate. I don't want it to catch any plate, ideally. That's fouled off. And it is now a 1-2 count. Below the zone, 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout on Moniak. And up comes Chaz McCormick. Platoon advantage for Weaver. That cutter really acts more as a slider, so that might be the main weapon we see used. But if he pokes one out in the left, it's not, or right field, it's not good because that will score a run. Runner at second is tough in this spot. Or just a home run walk-off. That's also something that's possible to the Crawford boxes. Of course, that's not gone anywhere else, but it's gone here. So that is what it is. And the Mariners lose this game. And we have at least drawn the series, at the very least. And, or at the very most, we draw a series. At the least, we lose the series. It's a 3-run 9th inning and a very bad game for Luke Weaver. Like I said, very difficult to pitch in jump-in spots. I don't know what it is. I don't know. The control is sort of all over the place. 13-1 win here, by the way. Very good. Home runs for Raley and Lamont Wade. And Gilbert goes 8. 8 really good innings. But Luke Weaver, with that, near a 3-year right now. And spot here as well. I don't want to play. I know I'm not getting a hit off Brian Abreu. Like, I know I'm not. But I mean, I can try. 2 on, no outs is much easier than, like, 2 on, 2 outs. That's crazy, like, ball knowledge I just dropped in y'all. Did y'all know that? That 2 on, no outs is better than 2 on, 2 outs? It's crazy. Brings up Julio here in the day. Day game Julio was something special, man. Up the middle. That will score. No, it won't. No, it won't. Bases loaded, no one out. Feels better. Then an out. Once again, I'm dropping crazy ball knowledge. Bases loaded, no outs. Better than 2 on, 2 out, 1 out. So, brings up Luke Raley here. Big spot. Julio crushed that. And that is even more crush for a grand slam. Off the foul pole. Flips the game on its head. 7-4 Mariners. As I take a drink of water because I'm very parched. Big hit for Rayleigh. I just said I wasn't going to hit Brian Abreu, but I mean, I was on timing in this fastball. Because, I mean, when you're facing Abreu, you know fastballs are coming.
Ball four, take the base.
Walk, fly out, ground up. Spire, we'll do a pitching change here. Give Weaver a spot to try and make up for that
Ball
performance
four,
yesterday.
take the
Walk,
base.
Jordan, walk, Christian Walker, single, bases loaded, no out, strikeout. 3-run score, tie game. That's really good. Runner thrown out at home. All right, well, solo home run for Kyle big spot. Luke Weaver, we're taking him out. No chance. Not a chance he pitches here. Munoz. And then let's get into this here. Finish playing. This game's been wild. And it's back-to-back games that Weaver's blown a 3-run lead. So probably think about something there. I mean, we've got to trade for something in the bullpen. The bullpen's been so bad for 2 years now, and it's costed us so many games. Just so many.
No balls, two strikes.
And this game isn't over either. Munoz has been bad too. Swing and a miss. He's not to blame. You know, he's not to blame. He's not been good either. So brings up Jose Altuve. Obviously scary anytime this guy steps in the box. 1-0.
Ball two. Two balls, no strikes.
I'd like to get in this count though.
Ball that's
Or not. 3-0 with Pena on deck. Pena has hit some big heartbreakers against the Mariners in the past, notably Game 3 of the 22 ALDS. Get a chase here, Munoz. He got one. 3-2. Another one of those, and it might be a strikeout. Fouls it off. Can Hayes get there? It's not even a possibility. Going back to it. 3-2 again. Got him. Way off the plate. He gets the strikeout. Massive for Andres Munoz. Jeremy Pena now. Just one out of the way to at least salvage the series. To draw it at 4. Or draw it at 2, sorry. 4-game series. 0-2. Oh, went for a slider spam 1-2-3 inning. Still might get it.
Ball that's out.
Still might get it. Got it. Strike 3 call. Munoz saves the mess. What is Weaver doing? Stop celebrating. You suck, kind of. 2 straight blown saves for Luke Weaver, but we do win one of them at least. And Munoz, it's a great win for Weaver there. And probably should have taken him out earlier when the bases were loaded, or maybe when it was tied with 1 out, because we had a big chance to lose it anyway. But I had a feeling he could get out of it. He did. He gets the win for his efforts. And now a series against the Rangers, who have put it within 7.5 games. A sweep here puts them really close. So you'd like it not to happen. You'd like it not to happen. Oh, here's the draft. We're not going to add players. I don't really care about the draft because I know that most of these guys will never make the series. So it is what it is. We will still do it. I won't do like thousands of guys, but we'll still do it. Wallace Stills goes first overall. He was third in our board, apparently, even though I didn't set anything. Number 2 pick. I hate how it shows you like the first 4 picks like we care. I don't care. Let's see. How do I go to my team? How do I go? Draft options. Sim the Mariners next pick. We pick 20th, and we have 3 minutes to pick. Now, one thing I will say is we need outfielders badly. Like really bad. So, like, I'd like probably Billy Curry here. Good potential. 18 years old. He's 6th on our ranking. So we'll go ahead and take him. We need outfielders because we don't really have a lot of outfielders. So left field for him is probably the spot for him because we have no left field prospects. Especially if we trade Farmelo, we really don't have any outfielding prospects. So we might really focus outfield here. Scouting did not do a good job this year. They did last year. I like this guy, Thomas Hood. Good stuff. Generally, he opted out of the doctor's exam, so he might be injured. But no matter what, 86 and 96 potential. And he's 21, so he's got some time. Thomas Hood, welcome to the team. I like it. I like it a lot. Send the next pick. Gonna be an outfielder again, most likely. Probably. Scouted. Yep, anybody big here that was scouted? Closing pitcher, Phil Horton. Now, the thing with closing pitchers is we actually kind of do need bullpen, but I don't want to draft bullpen like at all, is the thing. Mariano Molina. I mean, that's just a crazy aura name, right? You can't not take a guy with Mariano Rivera's first name and Yadier Molina's last name. That's my take on that. And then we'll probably take the closer next, if he's still there. He's not. I don't really care, though, so that's good. Ramon Herrera. I wish we had a little bit more scouted. We don't. That's my fault, because I don't scout on my own, because I think it's boring in the show. It's really boring. Like, old Madden scouting I like, and I love recruiting in NCAA. By the way, when NCAA comes out, we will have a franchise here. Another Mariano? That'd be freaking sick, dude. 2 Marianos? We'll take it. 10 seconds to draft is freaking nuts. Santa Mariners next pick. Eddie Bergera here. I mean, we need someone in the outfield. All left fielders. Let's take a big swing. You know, you never go anywhere if you don't take big swings. Dwayne O'Rourke. Massive swing. Sim to next pick. Our last left field. No, I'm not drafting this guy. Do we have anyone scouted left at all? Yeah, a few guys. A few more infielders. Maybe like a catcher could be a thing we could do. All catchers. 99 possibility. We scouted them 5%, and 99 is still on the board. Anthony Santana. We will do. And let's do that. That'll be it. I'm not really worried about it. Draft pick Dwayne O'Rourke has injury that might affect their. That's the guy who had like a 99 potential, possibly. It's whatever. We don't really care. This is a big game. They've cut it to 5.5 games. And a Morihone in a massive spot. This would be a crazy choke job by the Mariners, by the way. They have lost now, was it 4 of their last 6? After beating the Dodgers in a series? The Rangers have come on really hot. But, man, you got to look at the fact the Mariners' pitching's good, the offense is bad again. I don't really know where to go with this team. I really don't. We know we need bullpen. Like, I know we do. Good pitch by Morihone there. Gives the check swing on Jonah Heim. Oh, 2. Pitcher getting tired. Well, he's at 25 pitches. That might be why. He gets a pop-up here. Robles comes in. Makes the catch. Throws on to third base. And then now we will start. Leote! Mariners legend Leote Ferris. Start warming up Weaver just because we get a lead. I still trust the guy. I shouldn't, but I still do. And Brash is back, by the way. That's good to see. I knew he would. Like, his FIP is too good to not be back. Fouled off. Leote Ferris home run kind of would rip my heart out. Mariners just DFA'd him today. 0-1. Good pitch. Obviously a really hard pitch to get a righty to swing at, but it's still a good pitch either way. There's another good pitch. 97, top of the zone. Not pitching Morihone much this year. He struggled badly. Ground ball. Moore at second. Makes the play. Throws on to first. Gets the out. And the Mariners live to fight another inning. They need to salvage at least one of these games and get back to a 6.5 game lead in the division. I feel pretty okay with that. As that we still are really, really deep into this episode. Hour and 10 minutes yet. We've still not even done the All-Star game or the deadline. We did the draft, though. Draft was pretty quick, which is good. Got off there. By Hernandez. Ha-Seong Kim drawing trade interest. I'm also interested in Ha-Seong Kim. And we'll look a lot. We'll do a lot of inspections after the All-Star break. We'll look and see what we want to do. Well inside, 2-1. But shortstop is high on my priority list. as is second base. Up the middle, off the pitcher. It's going to be a base hit for Kike, and it's going to be a big 97-mile-per-hour comebacker off the leg for Webb, but he stays in the game. Who's not playing? Because every day you look and see that you got a guy not playing that's really good. Cal Raleigh and Julio and Ryan and Luke Raley. All right. Well, Cal's gonna pinch hit here. Nothing against Harry Ford. He's been very good. But Cal Raleigh is Cal Raleigh. In a spot like this, he's gonna pop it up and throw the bat down very hard. Could have gone much worse. Double play would have been a little bit worse, I guess. Ranked up Sam Hilliard. No. It's going to be Julio, in my opinion. Actually, it'd be Luke Raley here, actually. Against the righty. Had the grand slam earlier in the episode. Give me a 2 more. Here come 2 more for y'all. That's the pitch. Just early on it. Actually, that means I'm pretty good time. I'm timing that pretty good if I'm early on a fastball. That's a bad pitch. That's a bad swing in general. We'll ignore that one and act like it's 0-1 still. That will be the dreaded double play I was talking about not wanting to happen. I'll always have that Luke Raley grand slam, but I do believe this will be it. Pitching change. Bullpen is completely wasted, dude. It's very, very tired. We'll put in spot Santos here. Double error. Double play is actually humongous. Fielder's choice. Holy cow, to work through that as Santos. You're crazy, dude. Cole Young 1 for 4 game. Fouls it off. Cole Young now hitting .218. Like, okay, I guess. Oh, 2 now. So many times we've gotten behind in this episode. Luckily, we're not playing any massive games. This is hit to center field. Easy money in center making the play is whoever it is. I don't know who it is in center. Probably Leote. My goat, Leote Taveras. It is my goat, Leote Taveras. Get down. Get down. That's gonna be 3. That's gonna be 3, dude. This ballpark is so freaking huge back there for no reason. I believe in 3 here. I do believe in 3 here. I should not have believed in 3 at all. Should not have believed in 3. I heavily believed in 3, but I should not have. 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's just a rough stuff so far for the Mariners in this series against the Rangers. This will be a really bad loss. It'll be a really, really bad loss. It'd be down to 4.5 games. And, losing, 5 of 7 to the Astros and Rangers? What am I talking about? Swing and a miss. Jacob Webb is the GOAT, I guess. Santos will stay in here. Ground out. Ground out. Strikeout. All right, here we go. Kenley Jansen? Oh, yeah, baby, it's time. This is somebody I think I can hit against. Maybe. Center field, very deep. Or very high, sorry, not very deep. Lamont Wade. And that's a good pitch to swing at. It's good timing. Just no pop, obviously, from Ryan Hayes. He's not known for that. Swings it out to right field for a Lamont Wade base hit. Give me a place I can put Julio in. This isn't the spot. I like O'Hearn better here than Julio. I know Julio has home run against Jansen in his career, but I like O'Hearn more in this spot. I'm actually glad I didn't swing at that. Guess it was a strike, but Not a competitive pitch to swing at. Counts it off.
Punch him out.
0-2.
Strike him out. Sit him down.
Jansen's been good so far. Counts off again.
Strike him out.
0-2.
Sit him down.
Sit him down.
This is up the middle. I don't think our Hearn has the speed to beat it out. He does not. Right? Or, out number 3. We need to keep kind of continue to get this to go a little bit further. Every inning gets a little bit more worrying. Up comes Kike Hernandez against Kinley again. Kinley's so weird to hit against because he literally has nothing that I don't think I can hit, but he just consistently gets ground balls off of me. And 94 cutter is really tough. Pops it up.
Let's go, let's go.
Catch made. Here comes Cal Raleigh up. We need him to save us again, dude. Save us, Cal. Cal's off.
Let's go, Ranger.
Kinley doing his classic shake. Shimmy. That's a ball. That's good. We'll take that.
Let's go, Ranger.
1-1.
Wow.
Man, that's a really good pitch. Really good pitch. Really, really good pitch. And it brings up Luke Raley. Outside.
It's 1-0.
Needed here. Needed here. This has to be the spot. Kinley's getting through this lineup very, very easily. Like, he's not even trying, it seems.
Hey.
And he's just dotting everything as well. It doesn't help he's dotting absolutely everything. What's he doing this year? Kinley, not pitching well. But I've always struggled with Kinley in the show. Really have. And he doesn't throw anything weird. He just is very effective. Gets a lot of ground balls. He has 400 saves for a reason. Fouls it off. One, 2. 14th inning. We go deep into another game here. Ground ball. Gets him out. That slow cutter is absolutely dicing the Mariners up. Santos got to stay in. He's got to be the guy.
You're out.
He's the lamb to slaughter. He goes another inning. Matt Festa, former Mariner, can he please be an inside job? This needs to be an inside job. Has to be. For any chance to win. That off.
Come on, Rangers.
Fouls off again. 0-2.
Punch him out.
Seems like every pitch has been 0-2 this game. Pops it up. Center field. We're in the 15th inning. This game might go forever, by the way. Just might. Because I'm not getting hits. I feel like I'm more likely to get hits if I'm not playing. Here's Julio. This is the Julio spot right here. This is the Julio spot. Come on, Julio. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lock in. Or at 103, 8 mile per hour velo to the second baseman. That works as well. Robles. Obviously, I wish I hadn't sent Dylan Moore to third, but I really thought he could be safe. What a pitch by Festa. He's not an inside job. He's not an agent on the inside for the Mariners. He's pitching very well. That cutter was filthy. Ground ball to short. Seager. Easy play. 1-2-3 inning in the 15th inning. And Julio's playing at second. We got him for one at bat. We got him for one at bat. The bench is now empty, by the way. Santos stays in, dude.
3.
This dude is nuts. Holy cow. Win it for freaking Gregory Santos, dude. If not for me, for Santos. I need to not do this. I need to freaking take this pitch and just sim. Because I know I'm not going to score. I'm getting the yips currently as we speak. Single. Walk. Ground out. Runners at second and third. Okay, I can get a hit here. This feels like I can get a hit on this spot. I don't think so. He probably would have gotten out in sim too. There's no way to know. There's no way to know. He's a lamb to slaughter, dude. He's just got to do it. The bullpen is too tired. Everyone hurt. Pop up. Ground out. You kidding me with this guy? Gregory Santos. How many innings has he pitched in this game? As we get to the 17th inning. Box score. Casual 6-piece. Casual one-hit quality start for Gregory Santos. As we enter the 17th inning. Game tied at 2 apiece as well. Still. Why am I still hitting? The deal was to stop. The deal was to stop. I made the deal. Ground out. Cole Young. Ground out. Ryan Bliss. Fly out. Gregory Santos. Error. That's rough. Strikeout. Walk. Pop up. Home run. We lose. And we get swept. But the bull... I meant Connor. It's the All-Star break tomorrow. What are you doing? I don't know. Great game from Gregory Santos. 0 earned runs in 7 innings. We get 13 hits and 2 runs, and the lead is down to 4.5. That might be the biggest managerial disaster class I've ever had, because I kind of just forgot that the All-Star game's tomorrow. So, we try to ignore that, as we are only up 4.5 games, and we get swept by the Rangers, score a total of 7 runs in 3 games, and then we tie series with the Astros. Yeah, not great. I don't think we're gonna have anyone here, obviously. Today's games. What do you mean? I wanna play. Play? We're in the Phillies part this year? No one here. That's fine. And then we will play this. I missed it last year. I'm not missing it again, dude. Who are these starters? What are we doing? Ready? Yeah, ready. Let's see what we're doing here. This is the Braves Stadium. We're not playing in the Braves ballpark. It said we're in the Philadelphia ballpark, and I believe the game. Play. Ready. All-Star game? No. We're playing in the Phillies park, it said. We go to Citizens Bank. Our All-Stars are Brian Wu, and that might be it, by the way. That just straight up might be it. Brian Wu is the only pitcher. Cody Funderburg has made it, folks. I mean, you really know. You really know the team is bad. By the way, they're the 1 seed in the AL for some reason. But he's 0-5 with a 408. He's an all-star. What a guy. I'm gonna start Brian Wu. And then Julio made the All-Star game. That's freaking goated. Let's go. And besides that, that's it. That's the only All-Stars we get. Julio, and we get Brian Wu. But we'll start with Brian Wu. I know theoretically he's not the All-Star game starter. I know he's not, but we'll put him there anyway. Because aura. And we're trying to get out of this episode without going 2 hours, hopefully. Of course, starting pitchers in the All-Star game go 2 innings. So we'll see if we can get 2 innings here with Brian Wu. And of course, I'm not hitting with anybody but Julio. I'm not pitching with anybody other than Brian Wu. I guess if Luke Weaver had made it, I probably would have pitched with him, but he did not.
Out.
Well, here goes Julio. Third All-Star appearance for him. The 261. This isn't an All-Star season for him. It's just not. 779 OPS, 13 homers, 22 doubles. It's not an All-Star game season for him, but I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. He gets a hard hit up the middle. A hard swing up the middle. Not a hit.
Out.
And in case that's the only at-bat we get with him, I'm going to make a replay of that, just in case that might be the thumbnail video. It very well might be. Julio in the All-Star. I do love these uniforms for the All-Star game. I thought they were awesome, especially for Texas. I nearly bought one when I went to that July 4th Texas game. But I already had a Rangers hat, and I don't like the Rangers, so I'm not buying two. Make it look like he hit a home run. Here we go. That'll work. Julio in the All-Star game. He's back, baby. Give me one up here. No, I don't know, man. Swings through. I don't know, man. I'm not getting anything good here with Julio. Of course, it's not a home run. We'll wait. We'll wait. If I hit a home run with Julio, then we'll think about it. That'll be in the inning, by the way. Boris is with pitch with Brian Wu. Double. Judge strikes out. Here comes Brian Wu. His first All-Star appearance. And I won't say he started the game in the future, but I will say he was an All-Star, and he is. So he gets the first strike to Christian Yelich hitting 289. Good to see him back here in the All-Star game. I love Yelich. He's one of my favorite players, one of my first favorite players when I started watching baseball. He just doesn't look like he should be hitting balls 500 feet, but he does. 0-2 by Wu to Yelich. Fouls it off. I don't think we got a Wu thumbnail this series, though, so maybe we do a Wu thumbnail here. Would actually make a lot of sense, seeing it's his first All-Star game. Here in Philadelphia. Couldn't tell you when the last time they held it was. Not something I know.
Plate ball one.
1-2 swinging and missed the first career All-Star game strikeout for Brian Wu. He gets Yelich to chase. See, the thumbnail here will be probably the celebration. Not much of a celebration. Actually, it'll be the delivery now, I guess. Yeah, baby. All-Star League. All-Star game. Oh, give me with Julio in center. Easter egg. Julio Easter egg in center. Look at that. Oh, that's crazy. That doesn't even look like Julio. Is that even Julio? Hold on. Is that Julio? Or is Julio DHing? That is Julio. It doesn't really look like Julio, but whatever. Whoever called the show accurate. Yeah, this is the aura right here. I'll count this. This will be cool. That's a little bit too close for my liking. Get on him. Get on him. This episode's already long enough. I'm not on him. Still. This game is freaking garbage, dude. I think it's the worst replay feature at any game. Like, NBA 2K is better. Madden's better. It's so bad. Julio in the background. We'll make it work. I'll make it work. I'll figure it out. If Julio gets a home run, that'll be the thumbnail, probably. Luis Rengifo. Make it 3 Mariners in the All-Star game. Of course, Luis Rengifo, former Mariners prospect. Never a Mariner himself. He does rake against the Mariners, so wouldn't be surprised if he hit a home run here. And yeah, I do want to forget about the fact that we went 17 innings against Matt Festa and Kenley Jansen, got 0 runs. We're gonna never talk about that again. But what a performance from Gregory Santos, dude. We'll be talking about that for the rest of my life. We will be. True story. 1-2. Would be cool to strike out the side here in the All-Star game. Has a chance to get 2 here.
Ball upstairs.
Upstairs for a ball. Wu's been so good this year. Consistently throwing every pitch well. Grounded to J-Ram. Throws on to first. To Vladdy. Makes the play. Brings up Bryce Harper hitting a staggering .337 in his home ballpark, which is cool. Strike there from Wu. 0-1 to Harper is swung on and fouled off. So now, big spot here. Going to get strikeout on Harper, who does tend to swing and miss a decent chunk. Seems like maybe he's lowered it a little bit this year with that average. Chisholm on it, makes the play. It's an error. And Bryce Harper gets on. Brings up Kyle Tucker. Now an all-star in the NL. Of course, he will be in real life as well, but that we've seen, it's his first time. I'm sure he was last year in the show as well. He's so good. And it is obviously a big talking point that possibly he will join the Dodgers in the offseason. It's been the big rumor. My sister is so loud. Sorry if you hear her.
2 strikes.
It's unbelievable, truly. 1-2 count. Fouled it off. Longer inning than I think Wu would have liked. He nears 20 pitches in a photo session. 1-2.
Ball 2.
Split or sweeper down. No swing and miss. Been a lot of lefties early on in this inning as well. Harper, Yelich, and has it all been lefties? Rengifo is also, yeah, every lefty. Every batter. Don't know where. Oh, we tried to sign Rengifo, by the way. He's a Met now, and he's an All-Star. So you hate to see it, especially at a position we need, but a position we don't need. Starting pitcher. Good inning from Brian Wu. He basically gets 4 outs, and brings up Bobby Witt or Gunnar Henderson. Sorry, not Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt's not even starting the All-Star game. What a bum. Home run for Yordan Alvarez. The one time I'll cheer for that. Hit by pitch on Seager. Fly out, and Kirk gets a single, and it brings up J-Ram. Run scores, back to Julio. 2-0 early for the AL. Fought in some trouble. He blisters one, does Julio. It'll keep this bases loaded here, so Julio gets an All-Star Game All-Star Game hit. I think it'll be his first. I don't remember in either of his other 2 All-Star Games if he got a hit or not. I know Ty France did, which is cool. Now Vladdy. I'm not playing with Vladdy. Oh, why not? Why not take a swing with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for no reason? Let's just do it for fun. Fouled it off. He's probably going to hit on the ground knowing Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bunt here would be awesome. I'm kidding, obviously. Up the middle, 2 runs will score. Getting up and throwing to third, not in time. 4-0 AL. And that will be what we do. We get a single with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Okay, I want to swing with Judge too, I guess. I guess I want to swing with Judge also. To see what could be. Maybe we trade for Judge in the offseason. Spoiler, we won't do that. Pops it up. Foul ball, probably. I think. Drifting, foul. Man, how fun is it to hit with good players, man? That's one problem with the team in that 17-inning game. Like, the team's just not that good on offense.
No ball, 2 strikes.
0-2 here. Other way, base hit. Another run will score. It's 5-0. That will be all it wrote, I think. I don't want to bat again. I think it's Gunnar Henderson. I don't have any interest in batting with Gunnar Henderson. That'll do it for Fott. We knock him out. It is Henderson. It's Jose Butto. I'm sorry. They bring in a reliever, which is hilarious. Quick manage.
Ball 4. Take
A
your
walk. Yordan scores 2. What an inning. Fly out. Brian Wu will pitch one more inning here. And, man, what a freaking start for this AL team. 7-0 early. I believe, is it the AL who dominates every All-Star game ever? I think it is the AL that dominates every All-Star game ever. Judge will not be able to get there. It's a double from Merrill. It might be 3. No play in center at all. He will stay at 2. So a leadoff double for Jackson Merrill, the superstar Padre, and it brings up Austin Riley. Mentioned it many a time, but Austin Riley very near where I'm from, very close. We even frequent the same restaurants, which I don't actually frequent that restaurant, but if you're ever in Mississippi, Catfish Country, frequented by Austin Riley, not by me. I've been there though. Not good, though. Not really good. 0-2. Can Julio make a play on this? I don't think he can. A run will score. And it's 7-1. And Wu now in trouble. Don't want to give up much of this lead back. Of course, Wu only is going to go 2 innings. We don't have any relievers, so no more of the game will be focused on Wu. We will do every at-bat for Julio, though. And I'm not taking Julio out. If I'm managing this game and every team gets every team gets a manager, I'm the manager now for the AL, dude. And I'm keeping Julio in the entire game. Sure, am I biased? Absolutely. Do I care? Absolutely not. Not a lot of swing and miss stuff today for Brian Wu, I will say. Sorry if you hear my nephew scream. I'm less upset about that than my dogs, though. Third strikeout for Wu brings up Mookie, who we've seen earlier in this episode. We were able to handle him pretty well. Ditto Kyle Tucker. I don't know how you take a series against the Dodgers and then lose one of the Astros and Rangers, and get swept by the Rangers at that. And I really wish we would have won that 17-inning game. But no, Mariners just don't tend to win games that go that long. See the second mention of the 2022 ALDS in this game. Swinging a miss on Betts. That's the fourth strikeout for Wu. He's dealing. Obviously, I'd love to go complete game in the All-Star game, but not realistic. Corbin Carroll up to bat. The 9-hole hitter. We've seen everyone in the lineup for the NL. Corbin Carroll on the best team in baseball right now, I guess, in the Diamondbacks. Strike 3 called. That's 5 strikeouts for Brian Wu. He exits in line for, I don't know, it's not a win because he leaves in the second inning, but we all know in our heart of hearts it's a win. Home run. Gets the run right back. Brings up Julio again against Butto. Or Buto. Oh no, I've not heard that name pronounced. I've only seen it. Way inside. Julio had a single and a run score in the last inning. That's a very, 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 very high pitch. Outside on a fastball. 2-1. No chance you walk Julio Rodriguez here. He's not throwing him a strike in this at-bat, though. There's one. Behind it. Way behind it. 2-2. Way foul. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss. So Julio strikes out in the All-Star game as well. After the single ends the third inning. And then no more even talking about pitching because Wu will be taken out. Sub in, it's a starter, I guess. Who was the guy who started technically? It was going to be BB, so I guess we'll pitch BB here. Whatever, who cares? Here come the NL. No, I'm kidding. Surely they don't win now. Pitching change for Glass now. Judge flies out. It's a pitcher's duel, folks. BB gets his 2 innings. Burns comes in. Walk. Kirk. Double play. Back to BB, who will be changed out for another starter. I guess that'll be Skubal. Man, Trick Skubal, dude. He's unreal. He truly is one of the best pitchers I've seen since I started watching baseball. Ground out. It's Shota Imanaga. Oh my goodness. I prepped for this. I literally... We played a game against Shota last year. And it was so bad that I literally did BP with Julio against Imanaga for an hour. Granted, that was like 4 months ago. It actually wasn't, like a month ago. So, all the things I learned in that, like he throws a lot of inside fastballs, I probably lost it now. 0-1. There's the inside fastball. I'm good timing on it, so I mean, everything I learned went pretty well, but nothing going there. Pop out. Ken Murphy's warming. Ain't nothing more I want to see than a Ken Murphy inning in this game. Helsley here, throwing 7 trillion miles per hour, gets a 1-2-3 inning. Pitching change will let Ryan get in here as well. Good year
Ball
with the
4, take your
strikeouts for
base.
him.
3.
So many pinch hitters. 1-run scores. They're cutting in the lead now. Tyler Stevenson home run here will be big. Shohei flies out. Big inning. From him, Ryan Walker in. Fantasy baseball legend for me. Sub. No, not sub. Pitching change. Bieber, the last starter to be in here. See if we go 1, 2, 3 here. 1. McMahon. 2. 3. Swing. It's Sean Jelly. Big, tall man. 7-foot pitcher. You don't see it very often.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Julio's last AB. He's 1 for 4 today. And I don't care. We're not getting the bench players involved. They can call it terrorism all they want on Twitter.
He's out.
He's out, though. So maybe we should have subbed him. He does get 1 hit. He gets a run score. It is what it is. Solo home run, a little bit more insurance. And then now, man, you know what it's time for? It's time for a closing Pin Murphy in the All-Star Game moment. Look at the ERA compared to the whip. This dude's FIP must be crazy. Inning over. Team wins. 9-4 AL takes the victory. I want to see something really quick. That's the ground. That's that. I don't want to see that. I guess I don't want to see that either. How do I see it? I guess I can't see it from here. I'd like to see Pin Murphy. I'm going right to him right now. And see what his FIP is. Because that's nuts, dude. How do you have a FIP, or how do you have a whip 3 runs lower than your ERA? That's very impressive. White Sox. They're one and only All-Star, I'm sure of it. This team rakes, though, for some reason. Actually, they don't rake. They don't do anything well except for win games. So, mad respect to them. The FIP's worse. This is unbelievable, actually. This is an anomaly of a season. The FIP is terrible and the ERA is terrible, but the whip is elite? All right. We're out of here now. No, I don't want to stop simulating. All right. Well, the thing is here, the trade deadline preps in 3 days. So we'll sim this series. We do lose again. We're 4.5 games ahead still, so they lost as well. Signed draft picks. Number 1 priority is Billy. Number 2 priority is Thomas. Number 3 priority is Mariano. Advance. Finalize 2-day scouting plan. Can we get a win, please? Hunter Gaddis? We win. All right, that's sick. We do lose the series. And the 4.5 game lead still. Dude, it's sketchy. It's really sketchy. Deadline is basically today for us. I know it's not really today. It's like 11 days, but I don't want to risk missing it. So we'll do the deadline today. A lot of contract extension. We'll do that next episode. We will do signed draft picks right now, though, and see what we're at. We can't offer him contracts yet. They're not there. Actually, he is. Billy Molina is there. Or Mariano Molina is there. Said no motivation to sign. He will decide to sign. So we get the GOAT, Mariano Molina. We'll try to get the other GOAT, Mariano Benitez. And we will finalize the 2-day signing plan. Now, big spot in the episode. We're on a downward spiral. We've lost, what is it? We're 3 of the last 7. We've tied a series and lost 2 series in a row. We are, let's see, 1 in our last 5. And then before that, 3 of the last 7. So we need to make something happen. Something shake here. Let's figure out what the issue is. It's not Victor. It's not Julio. I mean, it kind of is Julio. Like a little bit. But I would never not do Julio, right? It's not Cal. Cal's raking still. It's not Rayleigh. It's not Lamont. Lamont's actually been very good recently. Not O'Hearn. O'Hearn rakes. It's second. It's short. I don't really count Hayes because Hayes is so good defensively that he brings his own value. But it's second. It's short. And that's the real issues. Those are the 2 issues. And Moore's not good on the bench. Kike's had a great year off the bench. I do like that. I like Ford off the bench. I like Hilliard off the bench. And then pitching, obviously it's not any guys in the rotation. They're all very good. Castillo's a little bit weird, but I don't really care. It's everyone is under a 3 ERA except for Castillo, and everyone even more than that is under a 2.9 ERA. So everything's good. Santos just had the greatest game ever. He pitched 6 2/3 in relief and lost, by the way. I said I wouldn't mention it in the game, but it's very funny. And then you got a guys sitting at ERAs over 4, like Munoz, still for 2 years in a row. I'm thinking. I'm considering. Do we trade Munoz? It's 2 innings or 2 years. He has 14 blown saves. 2 years over 4. The FIP is good this year. The FIP's not. Last year, I think we keep him, but man, he's really bad. We need somebody late in the bullpen, late bullpen arm that we can rely on. We don't have it right now. Now, granted, you could say Dario Moreta, and I think that's a fair point. I mean, he's had 40.1 innings, 1.12 ERA, and a crazy WHIP, and he's been great. But do I bring him up? I think I do bring him up, and I think just because of the nature of it, I think we have to put Pomeranz on. I think we got to move. I think we got DFA Pomeranz, to be honest, and then bring up Moreta. I think that's the best play we can make because I don't think we need to. I just like what we have. I don't want to ruin it. I know last year he was terrible in 7 games for us. An 11.37 ERA, but his WHIP was terrible as well. But his FIP was also terrible. We'll give him one more chance. In the rotation, obviously he's not gonna pitch here. We're gonna move Brash. Actually, we'll move Morihone to long relief with Santos. Moreta stays. Moreta, woo! Munoz to medium relief, dude. I think our 3 best relievers are these dudes. I do. And Santos is obviously up there. Santos is really good. But I don't trust Santos in big spots consistently. I might be insane because of what he's shown this season in 21 and 1/3 innings. Granted, a lot of them were in the last game he pitched. So now, I mean, you need shortstop, you need second base. You look at standings. Not anyone in the division, obviously. CJ Abrams, maybe, but that wouldn't happen. Just that wouldn't happen because the Nationals, unlike the Rockies, do have a good future with guys like Gore and Wood, and CJ himself, and Brady House coming up as well, and a lot of different guys. Pirates is one team maybe interesting because they could blow everything up, but they don't really have anything. Like I said earlier on, Gino was somebody I talked about with myself, but like Gino's not having a good year, and we don't really need third because we have even if Brian Hayes does not bring anything on the offensive side, which he's playing better offensively than last year. Not really. I lied. Me when I lie. But he's got a good glove and he's got a WAR over a 1.3 WAR, so he's providing value despite not really hitting. I can't say that about Cole Young, and I cannot say that obviously about Ryan Bliss. Now Ryan Bliss is playing good defense. He does have a positive WAR as well. His defense is so good. The big problem is shortstop, obviously, but we just need someone who can bat at the bottom of the lineup and get hits. But this team doesn't have that, obviously. I just don't think they do. And I looked at Suarez, like I said, but he's not hitting, and he doesn't have a position that he can play other than third. And ditto, ditto, for Brian Hayes. It's not like we can move Brian Hayes to shortstop or second and be okay with it, right? So I just don't think it's on the table to make a trade with the Pirates. It's not like Leo Peguero is like crazy. He's playing good, but I don't trust it. It's not. And if the Mariners had a team like this that was so short of World Series, so close, and they traded for Leo Peguero, the streets of Seattle would riot. So, like I said, CJ Abrams, I just don't feel like that's the move. Luis Garcia doesn't have a secondary position, is not hitting good, and I don't know who this is. He's a potential 18-year-old in the majors, so he's definitely also not in the play. could be a guy on like a expiring contract and a good team. I didn't really think about that. I just want to think about teams that are bad. Like, would I love to say hello? Would I love to say, well, we've got guys in the outfield that can play infield, right? We do. We have never mind, I lied. We have Ryan O'Hearn who plays left, who can play first. Um, I was making like a thought in my mind. I was processing a thought. The White Sox are bad now, and they probably would sell. In my mind, I'm like, should we trade for Luis Robert? What would it fix for the team? Nothing, really, at all. But and they don't have a good bullpen. I don't understand how this team has 49 wins. I'll be quite honest. Oh, it's Cam Boozer, the number one basketball prospect in the country, uh, with a 1.65 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP. This team is ridiculous to look at, and it makes me mad. I don't understand how Pam Murphy is so good either. Really, his FIP is atrocious. I know the moment we trade for Pam Murphy, we would suck. I already know that. We're still 4.5 games ahead, by the way, and it's not like let's see, we're 59 and 41. The Rangers are just straight up good. So even if we were to make wild card 3, worst case scenario, we're still 5 games ahead of wild card 3. So, and obviously I don't want to do that. Obviously, I don't want to do that. I'm still thinking, man. I can look at trade block. It never has anything good. Like Bregman's freaking sick, obviously, and he would fix so many issues, right? But then you look at his contract. Then you look at his contract. He's not really someone you trade for, right? You just got to deal with him. He's actually not playing well either. His OBP is really good and insanely consistent. Holy cow! He's actually having an identical season to last year, basically. And now Tuve's in the division, and Edmundo Sosa's a Mundo Sosa. Now this is interesting. Kevin Kelly, Ha-Seong Kim. I mean, let's look at Ha-Seong Kim really quick. We saw Tovar earlier in the episode. He's playing very good. 834 OPS. He would come in. He would play anything that we need him to, right? But then you look at this, dude. That's so much. That's a lot. Edwin Usita. How bad is this team? Really quick, because we could just raid this team. They are really bad. 14 games back of the division, and let's see, 7.5 game back for wild card. They should just sell. But if I said, "Hey, Rays, we want Ha-Seong Kim, and we want," just Drew Rasmussen's really good also, and he would fit a really big need of long relief. If we said we wanted these two dudes, and then Kevin Kelly, who's on the block, we have in the minors, right? I don't think that's the play, obviously. But then we could be like, hey, because we would have to give them something crazy, right? And I think that guy, just with how far off he is Dirk Dix, right? He's a 63 overall at 20 years old. He's not there yet. We love Dirk Diggs. I stand Dirk Diggs in this household. It would be Dirk Diggs, and it would be Cole Young, probably. Because Felton Selson's a better prospect than Cole Young. He's obviously playing badly. Actually, he's playing much better now. We could get it for this. We could get it for, was it Marlowe? We could get it for this. We could get Ha-Seong Kim, Drew Rasmussen. Rasmussen could come in and play long relief. We could send Moretta back down. Or alternatively, we could send down Munoz for a minute, see how Moretta plays, and then bring Munoz back up. If he plays good or bad, or good in minors, and Moretta plays bad in majors. This to me makes a lot of sense because the use for Cole Young is just not there. At 18, Edward Gustafson's a better player. Or Gustafsson, whichever way you want to say it. I think of Alexander Gustafsson, the MMA fighter, so I'll just say Gustafsson. Um, just so it's a logjam here. Like Arroyo is really good too, and I don't think we can just get this for Arroyo, right? We can, but like that's not realistic. This would actually no, it wouldn't actually involve Cole Young. Like it just straight up would not involve Cole Young in real life because Ha-Seong Kim's not as good as he is in the game as he is in real life. So I don't know what it would be. We could get I don't know, man. It's a tough spot. It really is. Is it Colt Emerson? Is that the play? He's a potential. I really don't want to do that. I think it's Cole Young. I think it's Cole Young, and I think we're not done. I would say the better deal is obviously Tovar, but I don't think there's really any chance that they trade a prime Ezekiel Tovar. Not even prime yet. He's 24 and he's hitting like 888 OPS, right? I just don't see that as the case. Could we get Brandon Lau too? I don't think we could. He's not really playing well either. I'm just spitballing. And this brings up Carson Williams for them. Like they could call up Carson Williams, or at least play him more over Kim. That makes me think I won't even have to give up Cole Young, by the way. That means like Michael Arroyo would be possible. And we could keep Cole Young for a different trade. I think this is the play, because they don't need a shortstop prospect. They already have Carson Williams. And they get our top pitching prospect. Like Dirk Diggs, I guess Senja is the top prospect for the pitching side. But and I would get rid of K. Marlowe here. I think I would get rid of K. Marlowe and give them Samad Taylor, who actually is a prospect as well. 27-year-old prospect. Actually, I lied. Who's another prospect for this team? Anybody? Tyler Locklear? I think Tyler Locklear is actually a good spot. He's better as a prospect because he has crazy high power potential. I think this is the trade. I think this makes sense for both sides because they don't really need a crazy infield prospect, and Cole Young can't play any position besides short. Or he can play second, I guess. They kind of do need second. Let's do Cole Young. Let's do Cole Young. Because we can still trade. I wouldn't trade Locklear now, though. I will say. I would keep Locklear now, and we have a crazy logjam at first, though, so I think I would trade Locklear, actually. I think Locklear is a better person to trade than Marlowe, because at least Marlowe's kind of good. I think this is the trade. I've thought over it enough. I think this is the one. Raiders respond. Now we're going to do something crazy here. We're going to get really crazy. As we go up to the third best team in baseball. We're going to start doing some things here. All right. Ha-Seong Kim's the full-time shortstop now. Bliss is going down, I think. Or not. I guess Bliss has to stay up. The play was kind of keeping Rasmussen up and sending down Munoz, I think. But Morejon's the one who's actually in the spot of long relief right now, and he's actually worse. His whip is crazy bad. His whip is crazy bad. Morejon's whip is at a 159. His FIP is at a 427. If you look at Munoz, his whip is in a much more manageable situation. His FIP's way better. So the play actually, in reality, is sitting down Morejon, who has 5 years of service time. We got DFA in. I think that's fine because Rasmussen's just better. It was fun, Morejon. It was real and it was fun, but it was not great, though. Like last year, he was fantastic, obviously. But we've moved past using him. He's bad, is the issue. Now, Rasmussen goes to wrong relief with Santos, or Moreta, actually. Moreta goes here as well. And then you have Santos, who's been very good, play medium relief here, or middle relief. And then you have the three dudes here. I like this a lot. I do think the bullpen still could use a little bit of help, but you know what really could use a little bit of help? Second base. Ha-Seong Kim comes in. I think him batting at ninth is actually fantastic for us. Just to be able to get on, be like a second leadoff. Because Ha-Seong Kim's OBP right now is a 352. So he's getting on. He's getting on base at a high level. but we still need something in terms of like a right-hander who can play outfield. I think that's the big spot because Kike having to play against lefties is tough. Um, it's such a weird spot, dude, because we have this lineup. The lineup against right-handed hitting is really good, and I wouldn't change a thing about this. Maybe I would move O'Hearn up one. Not even that. Maybe I would. I think that's what I would do. But this handedness right here, this one against left, this is where we really struggle because the lineup looks good here, and then it drops off a cliff. DH, a right-handed power hitting DH, is what we need. Twins are good. I was thinking Schwarber, even though he's lefty. Wait, what am I doing? We need a right-handed power bat. All right. Who can play outfield, right? And DH, I think, is what we need. Well, isn't this interesting? He kind of supplies everything we need. We gave up Cole Young, obviously, but you know who we still have? Edward Gustafsson. Because Felton is the guy, right? Like, Felton's the guy. I'm not going to put a rando here. Felton is the guy. Edward, though, is like the top prospect in our system right now. And it's been so rumored for years that the Mariners would get Robert. That's been a massive thing. If we gave them Gustafson and we gave them Emerson, I don't want to give them Emerson, though. I really don't. I really would rather not. I would give them Farmelo, who's a center fielder, which makes sense. Would I give them Senja? But Senja's like so good, though. Like, Senja comes in here and can pitch the moment that Castillo leaves. Like, I really like Senja, and he's not playing well. That obviously would get us the deal. Do they have a prospect in the pitching system? Like I like Jonathan Cannon a lot, but he's not pitching well. Drew Thorpe, like, they have a lot of good pitching prospects, so they really actually would not need. Shout out Priyana Abroa. They wouldn't need Senja. I'm not giving them Laz at all. That's not even a conversation. I'm hanging up the phone if they ask me for Laz. Suggest me a trade, dude. And I can get it for obviously anything right now. Like, I can give it for Ryla Thomas, but I want to make something make sense. I don't give them two shortstops because that's kind of nuts, and we still have no third base prospects. How good? This dude's terrible. I mean, he's good, but he's 33. Now Dylan Moore can play exclusively against righties. I'm still just calculating. Dylan Moore can play exclusively against lefties now, and Bliss can play against righties. Because at least he can have contact against. Dylan Moore has no contact against right at all. Bliss can hit right. So this would make it a platoon between Bliss and Moore. Because now Dylan Moore would have to DH, which is obviously great. Because we can put O'Hearn at DH or something like that. Obviously there's so much logjam and everywhere. I wish we had a better catching prospect. That would make a lot of sense for them. And I wish we had a better pitching prospect that's not Senja. Like, Evans is that guy. I might trade them Evans and up Evans' stats. Because we know Evans obviously is really good. He pitched 6 major league games. It was excellent, outstanding, absolutely outstanding for the Mariners. So I might do this trade. This makes sense to me. And then I would up Evans' stats even more to make him even better. I think Evans is more like a 72 overall from what we've seen in the majors. I think we're doing that right now. The blockbuster, the absolute blockbuster trade. We win. We got Hassan Kim, we got Luis Robert. I think that's what you do to go and make yourself a World Series contender, dude. I do. We trade prospects, but we get the best player on the team now. One of the best players on the team. Not the best player on the team. One of the best players on the team. That now makes things way easier. Because now, look who's in DH here. Look who's DHing now. Oh man, and now it's interesting. It's really interesting now because O'Hearn's so good, right? The conversations in my mind are twisting and twirling so hard right now. Do we bench Julio against Wright? No, I'm kidding. Um, I'm obviously joking. O'Hearn is so good. I think he has to DH, and then we have to find a place. I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out right now. We're doing it live. He's going to DH. Then Lamont. I'm thinking. I'm really trying right now. I'm really, really trying to make this work. I wish Lamont could play infield so bad, dude. Like third. It would be easy if he could play third. Obviously, he cannot. Did we just not hit him against left or against right? Because this is easy. This one's easy. Left is simple. Simple as. Simple as this. Robert for Kike. And then DHing is probably who's better just in general against left. Actually, really easily Ryan O'Hearn. Like this is the lineup here, obviously, and this lineup looks freaking sick, right? Like we have Luke Rayleigh on the bench, we have Dylan Moore on the bench, Harry Ford, Kike. This lineup's so good against right that it's like so stacked. Like I don't want to miss Lamont. And like he's expendable, right? Like Victor's expendable, but he's not like mega expendable. I think Lamont has to be on the bench because in reality, right? In his career, Lamont has been a platoon guy, and Lamont is better in this game against left. So he has a 99 contact left. He has better power against right, but he has better contact left. So I think he plays on the bench against righties because his contact isn't as good. He's still really freaking good everywhere, right? And that's what makes it so hard to bench him. And that's why I wish he could play third. But obviously he cannot. Of course, I would rather have Robert in the field than O'Hearn. He's just better in the field. 88 fielding to a 60. I think this is it, dude. I think this is it. Like, we made the right moves. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will, brother. We gotta send somebody down now, obviously. That's even harder to do. I guess that's Sam Hilliard. I guess it's not that hard, actually. Hopefully he doesn't have major service time, because I actually like Sam Hilliard. And I'd rather him not clear waivers. He has 5 years, so he's got DFA'd as well. Sadly, that's 3 DFAs. We're gonna move Robert to left full time, so we have somebody there. Secondary position center. So you're looking at an outfield now of Robert, Rodriguez, and Robles. That is goated, dude. So I'm very, very, very excited for this. The lineup is so freaking good now. Like, it's too good almost. We gotta call people up for double A. Or for triple A. I'll kind of fix that in the next episode. So many catchers in triple A. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's gotta be some relievers, I guess. We'll send up Jonathan Diaz to AAA level. We need to be on the 40-man to the AAA level, not the MLB level, to the AAA level. There we go. I'll fix that off screen. What I will not fix off screen, though, is I will go just to help them out. Because we don't trade for Tovar. I think that's fine. And I do think this year that Robert gets traded. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm somebody who likes to make really, really, really realistic trades in the show. That one feels like it's spot on to me. Just in terms of value, especially if I fix this up a little bit. I won't make him crazy, but I think if you look at what he did, I think he's probably like an 82 potential kind of guy. Pitching, he has really good stamina. He went 8 innings in a start. So he at least has like an 86 here. Clutch, once again, he went like 8 innings. So like 72. hits are pretty good. He didn't allow a ton of hits. Ks were solid. He didn't really walk anyone at all, by the way. Mainly though, it came by his crazy curveball with crazy break on it, like a looping curveball, and he was able to really throw that at command. So there's that. That makes him probably one of their higher prospects now. Here he is right here. I think 76 is kind of nuts. 76 is a little bit crazy. I'll lower it a little bit. Like, probably go here to, like, clutch a little bit down, hits down, stamina down. Actually, I don't want him to be crazy broken, but I think he's probably as good as those guys. And 73 feels perfect with a B potential. So I think we go out like bandits, but we also give up a lot. We go Cole Young. We give up. Let's go ahead and just look. Transactions completed. We give up. Farmelo. We give up Evans. We give up Gustafson, and we give up Cole Young and Dirk Dix. So we give up a lot, but we get a lot, and we're going all in, dude. We have to go all in because we're losing ground, and we can't lose ground. We just can't. So next episode, we'll play this game right here. I know it's the Angels, and it's like who cares, but we will play the first game of Luis Robert and Ha-Sung Kim in the next episode with Logan Gilbert on the bump. But what an episode today. Very long one. Thank you all for sticking with it. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode.